Here is segment number 24 of my Thanksgiving Day Special 2019 edition. We're playing Jeopardy Deluxe Edition for the SNES. We just finished playing the first edition of Jeopardy for the SNES and we won $16,000. What will happen in the Deluxe version? Let's find out right now. We have Jenny and Jim facing me today, the two J's. Load the dollar amounts up.
Here are the categories.
And this is the easier round. We're dealing with these categories. 18th century America, fictional characters, transportation, dictionary abbreviations, historic names, and finally, state flags. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start things off with dictionary abbreviations for 100.
The answer is...
It's the fruity abbreviation for figure or figurative. What is fig? I'll take dictionary abbreviations for 200.
The answer is...
MT doesn't mean not full. It stands for one of these topographical features. What is a mountain? I'll have dictionary abbreviations for 300, please.
The answer is...
BOT doesn't mean you get paid for it. It stands for this science. What is botany? I'll have dictionary abbreviations for 400.
The answer is...
Intrans isn't the abbreviation for intransigent, but of this verb form. What is intransitive? And I'll have dictionary abbreviations for 500, please.
The answer is...
When capitalized, the letters IE can refer to this family of languages. Jenny. Indo-European. Alright, so Jenny's on the board, $500, and she makes the next selection, which will be historic names for 100.
The answer is...
Answer there. Nicknamed the Angel of the Battlefield, her actual first name was Clarissa. Who's Clara Barton? Historic names for 200.
The answer is...
Though the Borgias became infamous in Italy, first they were from Valencia in this country. What is Spain? I'll have historic names for 300, please.
The answer is...
Carthaginian general who took poison to avoid surrender around 183 BC. Well, we hear from Jim for the very first time. Let's see if he knows. Hannibal, and that's correct. He has some money now. Historic names 400.
The answer is...
He was the first person who ever heard his own name spoken through a telephone. Who is Thomas Edison? No, it wasn't Thomas Edison, unfortunately. Oh well. It was Thomas Watson. Thomas Watson. Jim is up to $700 and he's in second place and he makes the next selection as we continue. Fictional characters 100.
The answer is...
Flopsy appears in Peter Rabbit and Topsy in its 1852 novel. What is Uncle Tom's Cabin? I'd like to go back to historic names for 500, please.
The answer is
This ruling family first seized power in Monaco in 1297. Jenny. The Grimaldis, and that is correct. So Jenny's now tied with me at $1,000, and Jenny makes the next selection as we continue. Transportation, 100.
the answer is
The longest rail tunnel in the world opened in 1988 in this Asian land of bullet trains. What is Tokyo, Japan? Let me have fictional characters for 200.
the answer is
This name has been associated with both Robinson Crusoe and Bill Gannon. What is Friday? Fictional characters for 300.
the answer is
The name Beaumarchais bestowed on the Barber of Seville. Jim. Figaro. Oh yeah. Jim is tied with Jenny at $1,000, and we have the next selection to go on. Fictional characters for 400.
the answer is
It was Jack Dawkins's nickname in Oliver Twist. What is the Artful Dodger? Fictional characters for 500.
the answer is
Answer there. George du Maurier's novel Trilby had this hypnotist whose name now means evil manipulator. Jenny. Zengali. It's Bengali. You're up to $1,500, Jenny, and you get to make the next selection. Transportation, 200.
the answer is
Answer there. Yes, ships do have telephone numbers, but this part of the number changes as they travel. What is the area code? I'll have transportation for 300, please.
the answer is
This sports car company with headquarters in Stuttgart sells over half its output in the U.S. What is Porsche? Yeah. Transportation for 400, please.
the answer is
Answer there. Pennsylvania city that has more than 1,000 bridges, the most of any U.S. city. What is Pittsburgh? Transportation for 500, please. Daily double. I'm in the lead with $2,600. How much do I want to put at risk? Let's do 900. And I'll put me at $3,500 if I respond correctly on this clue in transportation. Championship competition for motorless vehicles held each year in Akron, Ohio. What is the Soapbox Derby? There we go. I'd like to have 18th century America for 100.
the answer is
Answer there. In December 1783, General Washington resigned his commission before Congress in this Maryland capital. What is Annapolis? '18th century America for 200.
the answer is
The first of the 4 coercive or intolerable acts were passed in 1774 as punishment for this. What is the Boston Tea Party? Let's have 18th century America for 300.
the answer is
The first census of the United States was held in this year. What is 1789? No. Down to $3,500. Jenny. I was off by a year. 1790. Okay. State flag's 100.
The answer is.
It's the only U.S. state to feature a picture of a president on its flag. It's the only U.S. state to feature a picture of a president on its flag. What is... What is Washington? That's it. Oh, state flag's 200.
The answer is.
An Osage warrior shield, an olive branch, and a peace pipe appear on this state's flag. Ugh. Oh, well, Jenny doesn't know. The state is Oklahoma. Oh, okay. Jim is up to $1,200 and makes the next election as we continue. State flag's 300.
The answer is.
It's the only state whose flag bears the word republic. What is California? State flag's 400.
The answer is.
The coats of arms of the Calvert and Crossland families adorn this state's flag. Nope, Jim doesn't know. Maryland! Oh, Marty's gonna get me for missing that one. That's okay. Keep going. 18th century America, 400.
The answer is.
In July 1701, this city had only one Cadillac. Antoine, its founder. What is Detroit? State flag's 500.
The answer is.
Oregon's flag has its state seal on one side and this animal on the other. What is a beaver? Now the last clue.
The answer is.
On September 22nd, 1736, he lost his one life with regret. And Jim doesn't have a clue, so he's going to finish the Jeopardy round with $300. I'm going to finish with $4,800 because I'm not sure. Let's see if Jenny knows this. Nathan Hale. That puts Jenny at $2,500. And Jim will go first in Double Jeopardy, which will start right now. This round we double the dollar values. We're gonna put 2 daily doubles up on the board, and we always have tougher clues. This is a tougher round. Let's see if the categories are just as tough.
Here are the categories.
We're dealing with geographical names. Well, we'll see. European history, sports, dance. We have TV trivia, and we're gonna close it out with multiple meanings. Okay. Let's play Double Jeopardy. TV trivia, 200. Oh, daily double. And Jim can risk up to 1,000, and I know for a fact he's going to do that. Here's his clue. TV show about these little blue creatures won a humanities prize for enriching human values, and it's the Smurfs. So Jim is right, and he has $1,300, and he makes the next selection, which is sports for $200.
The answer is...
While a Golden Gloves winner is a boxer, a Gold Glove winner plays this sport. What is baseball? I'll have TV trivia for $400.
The answer is...
Alice took messages from Mike, Carol, Cindy, Greg, and the rest of this household. Who are the Brady Bunch? TV trivia for $600, please.
The answer is...
Accordionist who had the longest running primetime music series in the U.S. Who is Lawrence Welk? I'll have TV trivia for $800.
The answer is...
She became the first woman to win an Emmy for hosting a game show for her Just Men series in 1983. Jim. Oh, Betty White. Oh, Betty White. Okay. Wasn't too sure about that one. Multiple meanings, $200.
The answer is...
Time's off from work or falling objects in the fall. What are leaves? TV trivia for 1,000.
The answer is...
Like Ironside and McMillan and Wife, Full House is set in this city. What is San Francisco? Good for 1,000. I'll have sports for 400, I guess.
The answer is...
Hooker and scrum-half are positions in this British sport that resembles football. What is rugby? I'll have sports for 600.
The answer is...
You won't find Frank Zamboni in the Hockey Hall of Fame, but you can see a Zamboni resurface this. What is ice? I'll have sports for 800, please.
The answer is...
Named for a female tennis champ, this thoroughbred was racing's lead money winner in 1974. Jim. Nope, he doesn't have a clue. Nope, Jenny doesn't know either. Too bad. I don't know this one, so I'm just going to stay put. Chris Evert. I'll have sports for 1,000.
The answer is...
Answer there. Italian Klaus DiBiase won Olympic gold medals in the summers of 68, 72, and 76 in this sport. Jim. Platform diving was the sport, and he's at $2,300. Take second place. Geographic names, 200.
The answer is...
Some say these islands got their name from the Spanish word for shallow waters, Bahamar. What are the Bahamas? Could I have multiple meanings for 400?
The answer is...
A narrow strip of land that juts into water, or the rod stuck through meat to be broiled. It is a spit. Oh, right. Geographic names 400.
The answer is.
Fertile plains of Argentina, whose name comes from an Indian word for space or flat surface. What are the pampas? I'll go with geographic names for 600.
The answer is.
Of Melanesia, Micronesia, or Polynesia, the one that means black islands. What is Melanesia? Geographic names 800. The other daily double. I have $9,400. How much money do I want to put at risk? You know what? We're going to play Ducks Ball. I'm going to go 5,600. Okay, big wager. Here's the clue in geographic names. The name of this Canadian province is the same as that of its capital. What is Quebec? Geographic names 1,000.
The answer is.
The West Indies island called St. Christopher is also known by this shorter name. What is St. Croix? It's not St. Croix? It's St. Kitts. St. Kitts. Oh, okay. That's alright. Dance 200.
The answer is.
This 1977 film set in Brooklyn capitalized on the disco craze of the late 70s. What is Saturday Night Fever? Let's have multiple meanings for 600.
The answer is.
The banner that sets apart one beauty queen from another, or the frame a window pane is set in. What is a sash? Multiple meanings 800.
The answer is.
As an adjective, it means fast afoot. As a noun, a group of taxicabs or warships. What is fleet? And multiple meanings 1,000.
The answer is.
A metal pan for holding charcoal, or someone who works in brass. What is a brassier? Good for 1,000. I'll take dance for 400.
The answer is.
The kids in Bristol are sharp as a pistol when they do this dance. What is the... What is the break dance? No. The Bristol Stomp. Oh, okay. European history 200.
The answer is.
As Chancellor of Germany from 1871 and 90, he forged an empire. Who is Otto von Bismarck? European history 400. 400.
The answer is.
In the mid-16th century, this country's king banned the use of Turkish baths by the Moors. What is Spain? European history 600.
The answer is
When Henry II tried to take control of the Church of England, this archbishop fought him. Jim. Thomas A. Becket.
the answer is
As a ballet company might have to pull strings to stage Petrushka, since Petrushka is one of these. What is a marionette? A European history for 800.
the answer is
Luther was protesting the sale of these in Germany as Zwingli was doing the same in Switzerland. Jenny? Nope. Indulgences.
the answer is
He preceded and followed Clement Attlee as Britain's Prime Minister. Winston Churchill.
the answer is
This red-haired dancer, once Frank Sinatra's fiancée, was TV's Mona McCluskey. Nope. Juliet Prowse.
the answer is
Founded by Jean Kelly, this French leading lady danced with Fred Astaire and Daddy Longlegs. Who is Leslie Caron? Putting me at 18,400. Jim 4,900. Jenny 2,500. So let's go ahead and play Final Jeopardy, as I once again cannot be caught. Let's look at our Final Jeopardy category. We're dealing with dogs. I'm gonna go 6,600. Many puppies of this black and white breed are born deaf. Black and white spotted breed are born deaf. That's going to put me at $25,000.
the final Jeopardy answer is
It's indeed Dalmatians. Let's see if my opponents also came up with Dalmatians. Did Jenny get Dalmatians? Yes, she did. She goes to $4,000. Did Jim come up with Dalmatians? Yes, he did. He goes up to $8,800. I also said Dalmatians. And that's going to put me at $25,000, and I'll see you all for that next segment right after this.